When faced with difficult decisions that could impact a large number of people, it is important to understand and employ an ethical decision-making process in order to fully comprehend what the best outcome will be. In the following presentation, I will use the Potter Box to arrive at an ethical judgment concerning whether or not Gramercy Pictures should delay or edit the film London Has Fallen. The first step of the Potter Box is to define all of the facts and issues surrounding the case. The movie London Has Fallen is set to hit theaters in January 2016. The movie features a storyline that is similar to events that are currently occurring around the world: terrorism. Many media critics are concerned that this movie will cause emotional harm and should not be related because it too closely relates to terrorist attacks that have happened in both the United States and in Paris in the last several months. Gramercy Pictures, the production company for the movie, does not want to delay the movie because doing so would result in censorship of their work. The production company is not required by law to delay the film, but the question of what is ethically right does come into play. The second step of the Potter Box is to identify all of the values that influence the ethical decision-making process. In this case, there are two main values that correlate, both professional and moral values. Many professionals in the communications and entertainment industries will forever protect the First Amendment, meaning that they are not easily swayed by others to alter any piece of their work that could be protected by the First Amendment. Gramercy Pictures also has to consider the moral values that are involved: nonviolence. It is not likely that the movie will incite someone to act violently, but with the current events that are occurring around the world, this moral value has to be taken into consideration. The third step of the Potter Box is to evaluate the ethical principles that surround the decision. Because Gramercy Pictures values both professional and moral values, the most closely related ethical principles are Mill's principle of utility and Kant's categorical imperative. Mill's principle of utility involves seeking the greatest good for the greatest number of people. Delaying the film or editing it to where it isn't as closely related to reality could cause less harm to the aggregate whole. Kant's categorical imperative deals with acting on a maximum which you will to become universal law. If the production company complied with what the critics wanted, then every production company in the years to come would have to also. The final step in the Potter Box is to define the loyalties the production company has and to evaluate how they could affect the final ethical judgment. Gramercy Pictures has several loyalties, but it is crucial to find which needs the most scrutiny. I feel that their biggest loyalty lies with the viewers. After implementing and analyzing the Potter Box, I have concluded that it would be best for Gramercy Pictures to delay the release of London Has Fallen. I agree with Mill's principle of utility that we must make a decision that will yield the greatest good for the greatest number of people, and waiting to release the movie will result in this.